So I saw a woman posted a screenshot of a conversation that she had with a guy on a dating app, and she asked him, "What kind of qualities do you look for in a man?" And it started off pretty good. His first message was, "Oh, I took a quiz like this years ago. Communication and quality time." Okay, cool. And then his second message was, "Sex drive is very important to me, but communication is key." And the woman asked, "Is this a red flag?" Now, before I dive into this video, let me just say, if that's all you want from a guy, I'm not talking about you, because I know how people have a huge issue with thinking everything applies to them and they got to comment on every fucking thing when it has nothing to do with them. However, this woman is looking for a serious relationship with someone. Everyone in the comment section is like, "No, he seems like an amazing guy. He seems great. At least he's being honest. He seems really cool." And I'm just scratching my head. I'm just scratching my head. And this is one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about the things that I talk about, because there's so many little red flags that we think are no big deal or that are a good thing that are really not. And we need women to be like, "Hey, no, that's actually not good." They had only been talking for a couple of days. And let me just stop again. If all you're looking for is sex in a man, I'm not talking about you. Okay, back to the video. So they had only been texting a couple of days. And to me, based on my personal experience, I could write a book. I have dated and talked to so many losers. So many losers. So I know a little bit. If they unwarranted mention sex early on, red flag. That is all they want from you. And what this guy is doing is slipping it in there, making it seem like it's not, he's manipulating this woman. I have never had a positive dating experience with any man who mentioned sex early on. And y'all can try to gaslight me and tell me whatever you want to tell me. I totally understand that there are exceptions to the rule. Your husband talked about sex on the first date and y'all have been married for 25 years and he's a great guy, Susan. I love that for you, but you're the exception, not the rule. And just the simple fact that this woman is having to ask, "Is this okay?" One of her antennas is going off. We have to start learning how to trust ourselves, because what we tend to do is a guy will show us a crimson red flag. I mean, we will be so uncomfortable. It feels like we're sitting on pins and needles. Instead of just leaning into that and trusting that, we try to figure out a way to make it not be that bad. And then the other worst part of this is asking a bunch of women who are male-centered who do the same exact thing. One of the top trolling comments I get from people is, "People shouldn't listen to you because you're going to keep women single. Don't listen to single women because they're going to keep women single." Actually, in my experience, even before I got to this particular point in my life, the people who gave me the best advice for relationships were happy single women, not miserable single women who are haters because they're jealous that you got a date and they didn't. Happy single women, because they want you to be happy. And if you want a relationship, they want you to have a great one. And that is truly what I want for you guys. I'm not hating. I'm not bitter, angry, jealous, or mad. I want you to be in a happy, healthy relationship, because I have lived what it's like to be in a toxic relationship, an abusive relationship, and I have helped and talked to women who were in those very same situations. And let me tell you, it's not fun. And some of those women who go through that, and myself at one point, are driven to some very dark places mentally because of having dealt with some ignorant ass man. So I don't want you to be there. I don't want you used, left, abandoned, taken advantage of. I don't want that for you. And okay, sure, You can be positivity queen. What if good things happen? What if this is, okay, go for it. But just know the odds are not in our favor as women, especially if you're a woman of color, especially if you're a black woman. And one thing that I used to do was I used to seek out women who did the toxic, stupid shit that I did, and it turned out for them. And I would use their story as hope and a reason for me to move forward with the person that I was wanting to talk to. And it blew up in my face every single time because again, those women are exceptions to the rule. They are not the rule. The default setting is for women to be treated like shit, especially if you're a black woman. I would never advise my friends to just take a chance. I'm just not going to do that. I mean, if they decide to do that, sure, and I'm going to be happy for them every single step of the way, and I'm going to hope that it works out, and I'm going to be supportive, and I'm going to be on their team. But after what I've lived through, and after what I've seen thousands of other women go through, not just women that I've talked to in some way, shape, or fashion, but just women on the internet, period, from what I've seen, taking a chance is not smart, okay? I've said this before. We're not living in a romantic comedy where everybody rides off into the sunset in the end. Those are movies for a reason. They're going to more than likely give you a happy ending. But in real life, women who take chances tend to get hurt more times than not. And if you want to take a chance and believe that you're the exception to the rule, go for it. Hey, I wish you the best. I'm happy for you.